Welcome to Star Memoirs, your destination for unforgettable celebrity legacies. Our first news is this: Duck Dynasty's Phil Robertson, dead at 79, after Alzheimer's diagnosis. The Duck Dynasty family is mourning the loss of Phil Robertson. The reality star, whose Alzheimer's disease diagnosis was made public in December, has died, his family confirmed May 25th. He was 79. We celebrate today that our father, husband, and grandfather, Phil Robertson, is now with the Lord. Phil's daughter-in-law, Corey Robertson, married to Willie Robertson, wrote on Facebook, "Thank you for the love and prayers of so many whose lives have been impacted by his life, saved by grace, his bold faith, and by his desire to tell everyone who would listen the good news of Jesus. We are grateful for his life on earth and will continue the legacy of love for God and love for others until we see him again. We know so many of you love him and have been impacted by his life," Corey continued. "We're having a private service for now, but we'll share details soon about a public celebration of his life." Phil's granddaughter, Sadie Robertson, also paid tribute to him online. Reflecting on their final moments together, Sadie wrote on Instagram, "One of the last things he said to me was, 'Full strength ahead. Amen.'" Phil's diagnosis was made public in December by his son, Jace Robertson. "According to the doctors, they're sure that he has some sort of blood disease that's causing all kinds of problems," he said on The Unashamed with the Robertson Family podcast. "It's accelerated, and it's causing problems with his entire body." Jace added that Phil, who appeared on A&E's Duck Dynasty with his family from 2012 to 2017, was not doing well. He's really struggling. Last month, Jace shared an update on Phil's health. "The number one question I get everywhere I go, how's your dad doing?" he shared on the April 2nd episode of The Unashamed with the Robertson Family. "Now, I'm just giving the blunt truth. I say, not good. We're doing the best we can," he added of his family, which includes Mom Kay Robertson and brothers Alan Robertson and Jep Robertson. "I think that's just what you do." Keep reading for more details on Phil's family, including his daughter Phyllis. First, Hunt Duck Dynasty's Phil Robertson discovered in 2020 that he fathered a daughter named Phyllis from an affair he had decades ago, leading him to reconnect with his lost child and take her duck hunting. "So thankful God brought us together after all these years," Phyllis wrote on her Instagram that November. "His timing is perfect, and every day a new experience is a gift. Dad and daughter. This day ended my first duck season with a great hunt," Phyllis captioned this January 2021 snapshot. "And this day 1 year ago marks the beginning of my life with my real dad, after learning paternity tests came back positive." Positive. Have there been ups and downs on this crazy ride? Yes, but we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love him, who have been called according to his purpose. Romans 8:28. I'm so very thankful this day and this 1-year anniversary ended on a positive note. Under one roof. Phil and his wife, Miss Kay Robertson, invited Phyllis and her husband to celebrate Easter with their side of the family, including his brother, Cy Robertson, in 2021. Second news is this: Anna Grace Phelan's funeral, details revealed. Per the obituary, a funeral service for Phelan will be held on Thursday, May 29th at Galilee Christian Church, followed by her burial in the church cemetery. Prior to the service, a visitation is scheduled from 2:00 p.m. until 4:00 p.m. Those wishing to send flowers or memorial gifts are encouraged to direct them to the Pediatric Brain Tumor Foundation. Meanwhile, a GoFundMe campaign set up for the TikTok star has already raised over $66,000 toward its $100,000 goal. Phelan first shared her symptoms on TikTok in July 2024, which included numbness on the left side of her face and her right leg. An MRI scan showed she had a lesion on her brain. Later, a brain biopsy confirmed she had an aggressive brain tumor called a glioblastoma. In her final days, Phelan spent more time with her loved ones. She also opened up to her followers that her tumor had grown and was inoperable. "Keep me in your prayers," she said in another video. "Thank you all so much." Tributes pour in for the TikTok star. Meanwhile, fans showed their love and support with heartfelt messages and tributes for the late TikTok star. One fan wrote, "She showed so many people that even in your darkest days, being faithful in God will bring you all the joy you need. May you rest in peace, sweet Anna Grace." Another commented, "Anna Grace inspired me so much in the short time I was able to follow her. My prayers go out to her family." A fan also said, "I check her profile every single day to see how she's doing. I'm extremely sorry for y'all's loss. Anna Grace was an amazing girl, and she will always be with y'all. Her kind heart was contagious. Rest in peace, beautiful angel." Meanwhile, another TikTok user wrote, "Anna Grace, today, you became the most beautiful guardian angel to those who had the opportunity to love and be loved by you. I hope you're dancing with the angels and singing songs of praise as you are finally out of pain." Phelan was survived by her parents, William Buddy Phelan and Nadine Phelan, brother Harper Phelan, grandparents, and a host of aunts, uncles, and cousins. Virginia Giuffre, Jeffrey Epstein accuser, laid to rest after death by suicide. Content warning. This story discusses suicide and sexual abuse. One of Jeffrey Epstein's late alleged sex trafficking victims has been laid to rest. Virginia Giuffre was recently honored at a private funeral, People reported May 25th, 1 month after the 41-year-old died by suicide. She was cremated at a cemetery in Padbury, a suburb of the Australian city of Perth, according to the Government of Western Australia's Metropolitan Cemeteries Board records, obtained by E! News. Giuffre, who is originally from California, had been living in the area in recent years prior to her death, which her family announced April 25th. It is with utterly broken hearts that we announce that Virginia passed away last night at her farm in Western Australia, her family said in a statement to NBC News. She lost her life to suicide after being a lifelong victim of sexual abuse and sex trafficking. Virginia was a fierce warrior in the fight against sexual abuse and sex trafficking. She was the light that lifted so many survivors, the statement continued. In the end, the toll of abuse is so heavy that it became unbearable for Virginia to handle its weight. Giuffre, who is survived by children Christian, Noah, and Emily, was one of dozens of women who accused Epstein of sexual abuse. The financier died by suicide in 2019 in a New York jail while he was awaiting trial on federal sex trafficking charges. Giuffre had also accused Epstein, who became a registered sex offender after pleading guilty in 2008 to solicitation of prostitution from a minor, of trafficking her to Prince Andrew when she was a teenager. In 2022, Giuffre settled a sexual assault lawsuit she had filed against King Charles III's brother, who had denied the allegations she made against him. Meanwhile, her family is determined to carry on her legacy of helping abuse survivors seek justice. We know Virginia was not just a bright light to us, but to many, her sister-in-law Amanda Roberts wrote on Facebook May 2nd. The lives she touched, the strength, and the fight she has given us will live with us always. Though our family and many are experiencing an immeasurable sense of grief, we know that this will make us stronger. That is what Virginia would have wanted. Third news is this: Aubrey Plaza makes first red carpet appearance since husband Jeff Bayena's death. Aubrey Plaza is stepping back into the spotlight at the Cannes Film Festival 2025. The White Lotus alum attended a screening of her film, Honey Don't, in the French city on May 23rd, 5 months after her husband Jeff Bayena died by suicide at age 47. For the outing, which marked her first red carpet appearance since the director's Jan 3 passing, Aubrey stunned in a floor-length, see-through white gown that featured colorful bead embellishments throughout. To top off her ensemble, the 40-year-old curled her deep brown hair and accessorized with dangly earrings and strappy heels. But Aubrey didn't stroll the iconic red carpet alone. At one point, the Parks and Recreation actress posed alongside her co-stars in the movie Margaret Qualley and Charlie Day, as well as Ethan Coen, who directed the detective comedy. Prior to her Cannes appearance, Aubrey has been mostly keeping a low profile in the wake of Jeff's tragic passing. However, she made an exception for Saturday Night Live's 50th anniversary special back in February, when she appeared on the show to introduce Miley Cyrus and Brittany Howard for their performance of Sinead O'Connor's Nothing Compares to You. During her cameo, Aubrey subtly honored Jeff, who she married in 2021 after nearly 10 years together, by wearing a tie-dye shirt as a tribute to one of his pandemic-era hobbies. Of course, the My Old Ass star is just one of Jeff's many loved ones who have honored his legacy. Since his passing, friends and collaborators such as Molly Shannon, Dane DeHaan, Alison Brie, and Adam Pally have all reflected on his lasting impact. Jeff Boehner was a sweet Jewish boy from Miami, Adam wrote on his Instagram Jan. 5. He was a collaborator, a mentor, the scrappiest basketball player with the ugliest jump shot you ever saw. Noting that he was a talented director with impeccable taste and vision, the Happy Endings actor added, "As a director, Jeff strove for truth. Nothing could sound, look, or feel inauthentic, and that is a direct representation of who Jeff was. Authentic." For more stars who stepped out at the Cannes Film Festival this year, keep reading. Angelina Jolie. The actress shimmered in a strapless Brunello Cucinelli Fall 2025 gown. Kristen Stewart, the Twilight alum, held on tight like a spider monkey at the Breaking Through the Lens event hosted by Campari. Chanel Jones is navigating a devastating family death. The Today co-host's husband, Uche Ojeh, recently passed away at age 45 after a courageous battle with an aggressive form of brain cancer called glioblastoma. Savannah Guthrie shared during the morning show's May 23rd broadcast. "There are no words for the pain we feel for Chanel and their 3 young children," Guthrie said of the couple's kids, Cayenne Ojeh, 15, and 12-year-old twins Clara Ojeh and Uche Ojeh. Uche was an incredible person. We all loved him. And so we want to take a moment to tell you more about the remarkable man who was Chanel's perfect partner in life. Moments after the announcement, Jones shared the Today segment on her Instagram, writing, "Thank you for all of your love and support." While the pair kept much of their relationship private, they shared many sweet moments with her Today family behind the scenes. One thing he always talked about. He talked about those kids, Craig Melvin shared on Today. He loved those kids more than anything else in this world and was just so proud. He was that dad that was on the sideline at every soccer game, Melvin added. He was at all the concerts, the recitals. He was that guy, and they had such a beautiful love story. Earlier this month, Jones's friend and colleague Dylan Dreyer addressed her months-long absence from Today. "She's doing all right," she told E! News at the 2025 Kentucky Derby, May 3rd. "She's hanging in there. We're praying for her and her family. You know, she's just going through a tough time with her family. We talk to her every day," Dreyer added. "One of us on the team talks to her every single day, and we're there to support her, and we'll welcome her back with open arms the second she can get back to us." Life partners. Chanel Jones often spoke about how she met her husband, Uche Ojeh, while giving him a tour of campus at Northwestern University when she was just 19. As Savannah Guthrie noted in Today's May 23rd tribute to the consultant, he was a remarkable man who was Chanel's perfect partner in life. Dedicated to faith. Throughout his battle with glioblastoma, the Today anchors emphasized that Uche was devoted to his faith as well as his Nigerian heritage. In a post from 2021, Chanel shared that all 3 of their kids dressed in native Nigerian wear for their baptism. That guy. As the father of kids Cayenne and younger twins Clara and Uche Jr., Uche put his family first. He loved those kids more than anything else in this world, Craig Melvin emphasized in today's tribute. He was just so proud. He was that dad that was on the sidelines of every soccer game, all of the concerts, recitals. He was that guy. Biggest supporter. In a birthday tribute to Uche in 2021, Chanel emphasized that her late husband was always by her side. When I put in his picture and click search on my iPhone, pretty much all of the pics are of him by my side, she explained on Instagram, and/or helping the kids with homework, music, or soccer lessons. I am truly thankful to be on this journey with such a beautiful human being. Going the distance. In the Today segment, honoring Uche, Savannah emphasized that Chanel and Uche overcame obstacles, including long distance, to make their romance work. And for Chanel, it was all worth it. As she wrote in a tribute post to Uche in 2022, "You caught my eye when I was 19 years old. And here we are. Warriors." Amid their hardest battle together, Savannah emphasized that both Chanel and Uche were warriors. As Savannah emphasized, Uche was a man whose joyful spirit and quiet strength complemented Chanel in every way. Saying goodbye. In a post following the segment announcing Uche's tragic death, Chanel wrote, "Thank you for all of your love and support. Thank you for watching. Like and comment. Subscribe.